Okay, I wanted to show a little bit more about fluting. I know I've shown this before, but I thought I'd go into a little more detail here. I made this preform here a couple days ago at a little Knapping we had at Letchworth, and as you can see, it's pretty balanced, and it's got a nice lenticular shape, shaped like a lens almost. And you don't want it completely flat, but somewhat rounded over, as a lens would be curved, convex. So what you do first is you bevel the entire end. Okay, that means you take flakes straight down almost. And then you push in a couple guide flakes. See these two flakes right here? And that isolates an area that you've just beveled. Once you've done that, you turn it over, and then you isolate it a little more with a couple more flakes just to take out the stress that would be right there. So now what you've got is you've got a really nice below center platform. And it's kind of got a little ridge right here in the middle, and hopefully if all goes well and I can apply enough pressure, it'll flute nicely, I'm thinking up into here, if it'll hold up long enough. So I'll set this up and we'll give it a tug here. I'm going to use leverage. This may not be the way the Indians did it, but this is the way I do it. And I don't have a lot of flint to waste, so when it comes down to the time to flute, I try to be as successful as possible. I've got a little antler spacer in there, or end for the point to sit on. It'll absorb some of the energy. I got a pin here, and you can see it's adjustable. But I'll get this set up, and we'll give it a tug and see what happens. Okay, let's give this a try. Get that in there nice, flat against the side of the uprights. Get the bar on top, and let's see if we can build a little pressure and pull the flute off this thing. That sounded pretty good. Now, I think I got a tremendous flute by the sounds of that. Let's look for the first time. I haven't seen it yet. Right off the end. There's the pieces. I tried to catch it in my bucket here. This is the, I'll tip this down a little bit more here. This is the whole channel flake right here. Put it together. Okay. And there it is. The whole length of the piece. Now I'll have to trim the end a little bit, but as you see, it fluted that right down the center. And I want the length of the piece from one end to the other. It's quite the flute. So all I have to do to finish this one is to just set up the back side and hopefully get a flute similar to that to go down through there. Okay, here's the flute on the second side. It kind of wandered off to the, just to the left a little bit. I think it was a little thicker in this area here, so it kind of pushed the flute over. But again, that flute traveled all the way to there. I had to shorten this up a little bit too because I did blow the tip off on the first side. But there's that side, and there's the second side flute. And what I'm going to do now is just finish up the fine detailed work, the real fine pressure flake in, get the tip in shape, and finish the bottom, and we'll have a finished fulsome point. I decided not to go Clovis because the flutes are too long, and we'll call this one a fulsome. Okay, it's all done now. There's the fulsome point. Flute ends right up here on this one. This one here goes right off the tip. Really, really thin. So there's a Cook fulsome. Haven't made one of these in a while, so it's kind of fun to try this again. Well, it's quite a pile of flakes here. These are the smaller ones that I produced. They all came off from the big stone that Brooksy sent me. And who'd have known that hiding inside that rock, Brooksy, was a really nice point. So anyway, I'm going to show you what was hiding in your rock. Now here's some of the bigger flakes here for these guys. All these would make real nice small points, cahokias and such. But here is what was hiding inside that rock. There was a harden hiding in there. This guy. Yep, you never know what's in a stone until you get all the other stuff off and find out what's in the heart. So I thank you, Brooksy, for a really great stone to work. This is some super, super nice fossilized Burlington. Very well heat treated, perfectly. Wasn't overcooked, wasn't dried out, but I'll tell you, what a difference it makes having the stone heat treated just enough to make it good and workable. So here it is, my friend. This is the harden hiding in the rock. Just thought you'd want to see, and thanks to everyone for watching and commenting. Five and a quarter inches in length. Here. Now this is my attempt at making an Etley. I don't know how good it is, if I'm right, but it came out pretty good. It's right 6 inches even. It's a nice thin one, and it's worked pretty well both sides. So this is my latest attempt, and I'm pretty pleased with the way it came out. I know you guys know Etleys a lot more than I do. This is kind of what I saw in the stone, so this is what I ended up with. So I really like this point type, and I've seen an awful lot of them found, especially in Nerlich in his Burlington factory there. Kind of inspired me to give this point type a try. So here it is. This is my first real Etley attempt. Thanks for watching. See if you guys know what kind of flint this is. This is some really cool stuff here. I gotta tell you, it worked really, really good, and I wouldn't mind having a whole truckload of this stuff. This point come out real good. Not a little surprised how well it came out, because it was getting towards dark, and I couldn't stop until this thing was finished. And again, it came out nice and thin, like I like to try to get them. Look at this point. Isn't this thing cool? So if anybody knows what kind of rock this is out of Missouri, probably from Timo's area, I'd like to really know, because this thing is just about as cool as it gets. Thanks for watching. There we go. We got a handle now. This is cool because it's a shed, and I love this tine right here. So kind of, when you hold it, locks your hand right there. That lay I just made after getting those beautiful bases from Brooksy. I studied them a little bit, and I thought, oh, just give this a try. And I think this Atlee is really close. More right on the money than any I've had before. This guy is a thin one. But I think that looks true to form, and I really like it. So there's my latest Atlee.
Well, howdy tubers. Now that it's on record, the camera's not set quite right. Take 2. Howdy tubers. Kind of getting mine up a little late, but this is my tribute vid to my great friend and a great icon and person in our community. Not only is he one of what I consider our top master nappers on YouTube and throughout the whole Archeo community that enjoys napping, modern stone artwork. A lot of people have different opinions about it. I cherish them just as much as I cherish the old stuff. They have different meanings in each category. But it's been a great pleasure having Ken, Paleoman52, as a part of our community, sharing his skills not just by with the videos he makes, but he has shared with so many of his great fine pieces. This is one of my favorites right here to kick it off with. This turtle that he made for me, which is just unreal immaculate. I mean, look how thin this thing is. And little toes and tail. I mean, the tail's napped down just like a little tip. Like a soft shell turtle. Just unbelievably awesome. I love that point. Or effigy, actually. And then this awesome Dalton here. And talk about someone who can pull the classic flaking of a Dalton off. Ken sure has that ability. Yeah, he has the ability, like I always say, he can turn any rock and turn it into gold. Pretty much. Just an amazing piece. I'm very honored to have what pieces of Ken that he has shared with me. I treasure these very much. This Cahokian here, which is actually a piece of stone sent to him, I believe, by a pedestal man from out west. Some very neat stuff. Just all kinds of stuff going on in that piece of stone there. Just all kinds of stuff. And then this awesome pine tree he made. This thing is just unbelievably cool in every way. I mean, look how thin that thing is. Everything he makes is thin. What are we talking about, huh? I mean, Ken is such a genuine person, gives so much, in so many ways. That's a milestone in itself, in my book. And that's a fantastic point. Just, I love that point, the flaking on it and the serrations. Why, cut yourself wide open with that one. No problem there. And then this falsum, we all got to see him make, which, as you've seen, I've thrown a little extra in the vid. Sorry, the vid's probably kind of gonna be a little long. I haven't actually edited it all together yet, so I don't know how long it's gonna be, but it may be long. I hope you enjoy it, because I enjoy Ken very, very much. I enjoy everything he does. Comments on videos, all the videos he makes, all the points that he makes and just shares with us by showing how he's made them and his tools and everything. You know, we have some great people in this world, and Ken Wallace is one of those in the top. That's the mammoth killer right there. So I had it on the end of his spear. And then this awesome point he had on a force shaft that he made and sent me on a necklace. It is just some awesome stuff. And I believe this is some rock from some southern Missouri, maybe. I don't know. He may have to correct me on that. And then he had these trade beads with it. And it was so special to me, I had to, of course, put it on something I know will last and last through a million wears. But I wear this a lot, but a lot of times I'm scared to wear it out hunting because I don't want to chip the tip off or anything. Just a fantastic point. I mean, they all are. And it's not just the giving that he gives to me, but watching him give to so many that he does. It's beyond stellar. Yep, Ken Wallace is beyond stellar. If there's a paleo man alive today, he's the man. We all like to think we're a little born 10,000 years too late. Well, he definitely fits the criteria. Ken, I can never say thank you enough for your friendship. I can never say thank you enough for your fine, fine artwork that you have shared with me. Your fine, amazing knapping skills. I cherish every moment with you, my friend. Maybe one day I'll get to sit in the man cave and really learn how to knap. It may take a couple days. So I have to keep that fire going, or I'll come when it's warm weather. But then Ken can't ever say thank you enough for everything you bring to our community, my friend. You are, like I said, above and beyond stellar, the true paleo man. I had to pull this off the wall. This is my favorite picture in the house, of course, but I figured it was well worth this video because Ken, he deserves more credit than anyone could ever give him. He deserves it. He's, like I said, a genuine person, and I don't want to go on and on. So I'll get off here. Thanks for enjoying this, y'all, and hope everybody has a great Christmas and a stellar rockin' New Year's. If you get out to hunt, may you be lucky enough to find a paleo man piece in your path. Later.